Hello YouTube, this is Nuclear Weasel bringing you my Twilight Deck profile. I took the other one down because I was getting complaints on the way I sounded. I was sounding mysterious and or kind of nerdy, so I decided to just make a new video so people can shut up about me. Alrighty, anyway, let's get to it. You're going to want 3 Judgment Dragons. He's the boss of the deck. Anytime you get him in your hand and you got a few in the grave, or you start off with Judgment Dragon, you pretty much always win. Because he burns everything. They all die. 2 wolves. May I remind you, I have proxies in here, so these are 2 of them. I actually already have one, and a friend is probably going to buy me another one for me if I trade him. So 2 wolves, only because 3 is too many. And this is a new addition, another Chaos Sorcerer, only because it seemed that 1 wasn't enough. So I tried running 2. Great. It's a great combo. You're always getting Chaos Sorcerers. Card Troopers, 2 mill cards. Pretty straightforward on its own. 2 Lilas, only because they love to blow up back row. And they're 1700 and they mill 3. After you use its effect, it goes to the defense. So what else do you want? Luminas, the beast mode of the deck. She runs it along with JD. Necros, because they get milled so often, and you got a target for anything that removes darks. If you have to, anyway. Raikos, 2 only because 3 is a little too many. They're not that great, but 2 works just fine. 2 Crows, because let's say if you're in a situation where you got to get rid of something in their graveyard really quickly, like Insect or Hornet, removed, so that way they can't target it with another effect. And he's another dark to target for Chaos Sorcerer and BLS. 2 Tragodias, because they're better Gorzes, and you can special them in defense. Great card. Veilers, only because, well, what Twilight deck doesn't have Veilers? Monster Beater, BLS. I don't even need to explain. Gores, because another dark monster to mill, and, well, if you draw them, it's good defense. Celestia, this is a proxy. I'm going to have to get one when I go back up to Ohio. So 2 Celestias is too many, and 1 Celestia is barely enough, only because you draw her so many times and you just end up using her for charge, or no, not charge, solar recharge, and she gets milled a lot. Garoth, 1850 beater that activates effect when there's another miller on the field, so he's okay. Jane, beat stick, 2100 when it attacks other monsters, mills 2. It'd be great if he milled 3. Aaron, for getting rid of Spirit Reapers, Marshmallows, anything in defense, such as, oh, good example, Pyramid Turtle. Plague, milled a lot. It'd be great to have a glow-up bulb in here, but as you all know, it's banned. Yeah, so Plague. Now we're on to spells. You're going to want 3 solar recharges. Found out that 2 isn't really enough. So 3 is getting rid of those wolves in your hand, so now you're drawing them a lot more. Also, another new addition, 2 monster incarnations. I used to have 1, but 2 seems better, only because to get back BLS or Judgment Dragon when you need it. Charge, I don't need to explain it. Reborn, MST, Heavy, Foolish for targeting Monster Incarnation flew over here somehow. Targeting Wolf or Plague. Warning, to get rid of anything that's summoned. Mirror Force. Compulse. I mean, these are basically all your staples. Threatening Roar, Bottomless, and Torrential. Now we're on to Extra Deck. And I found out a few of these great combos. First off, you Gonna want some 8 stars. They're not that hard to get out, but they're not that easy to get out either. So him, he's mainly in there because there's a few of my friends run burn decks, so pow. And there's Colossal Fighter for heroes, and 6 Samurai. Dark End Dragon, because Dark End Dragon's amazing. Stardust for, well, Stardust. This is a newer one. Urbellum, because I can get 7 stars out, and I don't have the money for Black Rose right now. And he's okay, too. Gaia, because he can beat over Stardust. Has a good 6 star. 2 Iron Chains. Another good 6 star. Brio. Straightforward. Again, same thing I said before. Is that I have Xian in here because this is my extra deck for all my decks. So yeah, Xian's in here for 6 Samurai. And Xian's just looks really cool. Now you're going to want Utopias. And I ended up getting a misprint, no-named Utopia. So, lulz, you jelly bro? You should be. Illuminate, only because remember how I said this is my extra deck for everything. I don't use him in this a lot, so I'm probably going to have to side him out for something better. And then my own Leviathan Dragon. I'm not borrowing this anymore. I finally traded for it, so it's all good. So yeah. I'm also going to add a little bit of tips. You don't run Pot of Duality in this deck because this deck runs on special summons. Chaos Sorcerer, BLS, Judgment Dragon. Dude, I could just go on all day. Lila. Not Lila, Lumina. Ha. Quote on the one guy making fun of me for saying the Lumina was at 2 when I said Lila. I kept calling her Lila. Oh well. But yeah, Tragodia, Gores. You don't really special summon those on your turn, but anyway, this deck is a special summon deck. You just can't put Duality in here and have it run just the same, unless you're getting a slow hand. It'd be a great side deck card, but not really. Oh, good example, put some Thunder Kings in your side deck as well. I don't have a side deck for this deck because lacking the money right now. But Thunder Kings, good card. Probably throwing another Crow in there and whatnot. Maybe another Effect Veiler. Just mix it up a little bit. You don't have to put all the $180 cards like Card D, Zen Mains. You don't need Zen Mains. Zen Mains is cool, but he's not that great. You want to quickly win before your opponent can win before you. Like it should be. You gotta be quick, you gotta be fast, and you gotta win. Well, anyway, that was my 2 minutes of commentary on how you should run this deck. I will probably be uploading more profiles once I finish the other 2 decks. The hidden decks. This was one of them. And because I made Twilight, I made Lightsworn. So I gotta get a few more cards for that. I think it's 7 in all. This has 5 of them. No, 6. And the last, but not least, Blackwings. I've remade Blackwings. It's missing 3 Shuras, a Bora, a Shura. Wait, 3 Sirakos, my bad. Whoops. 3 Sirakos, a Shura, a Bora, a Black Whirlwind, and Bottomless. That's it. It has everything else. But anyway, I'll quit talking because this is already going to take forever to upload. So, as always, have a nice day. Quoting FPS Russia on that one. And subscribe.